running.
Cool.
Alright.
Make sure we got our local altimeter.
I'm just going to do my little intro here.
Alright.
Hi guys, welcome to Sim Captain. It's Tuesday night, November 19th. By popular demand, I'm here again with my friend Adrian, who will be joining me as the first officer. There's no Vatsim event, but we're going to fly from University Park, which is Penn State in Pennsylvania. And we're going to go over to Providence so that we have ATC the entire way. So let's get the engines going, and we'll start this flight.
All right, let's get the checklist on going. Pre-start, master switch.
On.
Alternator master.
On.
Nav lights.
Nav lights are on.
Panel lights.
As required.
APU is on. Avionics master.
On.
Fuel check, we're at 3689 pounds. Circuit breakers.
Checked.
Doors.
Doors are going to be closed.
Passenger briefing.
We are empty, just the two of us.
Alright, ferry flight. Alright, engine starts next. While you're doing that, I'm going to go ahead and call up, can I have the pen and paper so I can write the clearance down?
Oh, yeah. Start with the first side, and you got a pen right here.
Beautiful, thank you.
Yep.
Airport data, ATIS AWAS. Let's get the ATIS real quick.
KUNV information, November. November at time 2253 Zulu, winds 320 at 4. Visibility 6 SMBR, sky conditions. Scattered clouds at 045, temp 05, duped 00, altimeter 2985, visual approach in use. Landing and departing runway 6. Read back all hold short instructions, advise you have information, November. November.
I didn't get the temperature.
KUNV information, November. November at time 2253 Zulu, winds 320 at 4. Visibility 6 SMBR, sky conditions. Scattered clouds at 045, temp 05, duped 00, altimeter 2985, visual approach in use.
0500, alright.
Landing and departing runway 6.
So it looks like
Read back all hold short instructions, advise you have information, November.
128.
November.
.475.
KUNV.
All right, Adrian will be handling the radios as a first officer. And let's get the engines started before we call.
Yeah, let's do that. Engine start checklist. Parking brake.
Parking brake is on.
Rotating beacon.
Is on.
Fuel pumps.
Are on.
What's this fuel pump over here?
That's for cross feed. We don't need
gotcha,
that.
Gotcha. Just want to make sure. Throttles are idle.
Throttles are idle.
Clear left and right.
We are clear left and right.
Bleed air.
Bleed air selected to number 2. Ignition
engage.
Number 2 is turning.
Number 2 is turning.
N2's on the rise. ITT's on the rise. We'll introduce fuel.
19, 20, go ahead. There you go.
Good ignition. And bleed air back to normal. Star switch is selected to ground. We'll let the engine stabilize. Let's repeat that for number 1.
Alright, bleed air.
Bleed air is selected to number 1.
Ignition
is engaged.
And
number 1 is turning.
Number 2 stabilized.
N2's on the rise. ITT's on the rise. We'll introduce fuel.
Positive ignition.
Good ignition. Bleed air back to normal. Starter switch selected to ground. We'll let the engine stabilize. Oh, let's go inside.
Alright, oil temperatures. Oil temperatures are check. Oil pressures check. Bleed air is normal.
Yep.
Starter switches are on ground.
Check.
Checklist complete. Alright, before taxi is going to be the ATIS. I got the ATIS.
Now you can call and ask for clearance.
Alright. Good evening, University Park. November 6-6 Lima X-ray. I'd like to pick up the IFR to Providence with information, November.
November 6-6 Lima X-ray, University Park Tower. Good evening. Cleared to the Providence Airport as filed. Maintain 4,000. Expect flight level 310, 10 minutes after departure. departure is with New York Center on 125.32. Squawk 6605.
Alright, Westwind 66 Lima X-ray is cleared as filed to Providence. Maintain 4000, expect 310 in 10. Departures on 125.32, squawk 6605 for Westwind 6 Lima X-ray.
And I have 6605
Lima
in
X-ray,
the box.
back correct, push to your discretion, advisory at taxi. The wind is calm, so the runway is your choice.
We'll give you a call when we're ready for taxi for 6 Lima X-ray. Alright, before taxi checklist, ATIS, listen, we got that. Information November. Clock is set.
Yep.
2236. Transponder
Is on.
set.
6605 in the box.
Autopilot
Pre-selected 4,000, 250 knots below 10.
Alright, so that's checked and set. Flight director.
On both sides.
Altimeter.
Is the local setting.
2985 it should be. And where is it? I saw it earlier.
Well, on that one.
There it is, right there.
Yeah.
Here's oh, it's QNH. That's why you're showing
Yeah.
3029.
Yeah, it's QNH because
That's
that
an oddball. I don't know. No big deal. Your pitot heat's on.
pitot heat is on.
De-ice.
Is on.
Flap set for takeoff.
You can do it. I see 10.
Flaps 10 set. Trim.
Trim is set for takeoff.
Cabin alerts. Empty plane. APU shutdown.
So down, and then the other one up, down. Perfect. And we'll verify that. APU's coming down, master switch is off.
Alright, and ground taxi clearance. Checklist complete. Taxi checklist next. University Park Tower. Westwind 66 Lima X-ray is ready for taxi. Runway, we'll take runway 6. That's right with you.
66 Lima X-ray, runway 6, taxi via Alpha.
Runway 6 via Alpha for 6 Lima X-ray.
Alright, taxi checklist.
Taxi checklist. Taxi lights.
Are on.
Parking brake.
Is released.
Brakes.
We'll test them. Hold on, let me get rolling.
Alright. And when you come up to
Left
the
brake.
you come
and
to the
right
hold
brake.
short line, we're going to be going to the right.
Okay. Alright, brakes are tested.
Wait, hang on a second. Brakes test. VSI, vertical speed indicator.
Read 0.
Airspeed indicator, I'm at 0. on
Read
this side.
0. Both sides.
Heading indicator, turning properly for my side.
Turns properly on my side.
Spoilers.
Spoilers will deploy. Light illuminates. Will retract. Light extinguishes. Are we making a left or a right here?
That's a very good
You
question.
just said that to me and I forget what you said.
Runway 6 would be a right.
So a right turn.
Yeah, 'cause we want to go right, okay. Reversers.
Let me get out here on the taxiway.
I'll skip that one for a moment. Let's go to flight controls.
Flight controls are free and correct. And I'm going to go reversers. 2 are unlocked, 2 are in reverse, and 2 are stowed.
And make sure the engine instruments are checked.
Engine instruments are checked. Everything's in the green.
Alright, departure briefing. I have a feeling it's going to be a runway heading, which is going to be 060. And on up to 4,000.
We're going out via Alpha.
Runway heading is 064, technically. And before takeoff checklist is next.
Alright, well, let's run through it.
Nav radios are not quite set. Let me get them set up real quick here. Our first, it's going to be Phillipsburg VOR. Nice if this map showed me a frequency. There it is. 115.5. We're going to be looking at a course of 249, so 069.
I got that.
That'll put us on course for that. Actually, probably more like a 330 course would be my guess. We're going to have to go direct.
Alright, let's brief the takeoff.
Alright, Takeoff is likely going to be a runway heading. We're climbing to 4,000 feet as per the clearance. Current winds are calm, 320 at 4. The altimeter is 2985. It is cold, temperature 05. Looks like we have a 6-mile visibility. And they're using visuals runway 6 for the arrivals, but I don't see any planes anywhere near the airport.
Okay, and as per typical, any failure before VR, we abort. And we abort by saying abort. We bring the power to idle, we deploy the spoilers, we engage the reversers, and we apply braking. Any failure after VR, with the exception of fire and the loss of directional control, will go airborne, and we'll either return to here or we will divert to, I forget what the next closest is, Pittsburgh?
Either probably do Johnstown.
Or Johnstown.
Or even Williamsport.
Depending on the nature of the emergency.
Yeah.
If something breaks, you fix, I'll fly. All right? Any questions?
No questions from my end.
All right.
Departure briefing complete.
Yep.
All right, before takeoff, checklist nav radios or SETCOM radios are set. We're on towers frequency. Transponder, we're squawking mode Charlie.
We are 6605 Squawking Charlie.
Pitot heat
Is on.
de-ice
On.
yaw damper
Off.
starter switches continuous.
They are set to continuous.
Fuel pumps
Are on.
flaps are set for takeoff. Trim
Set for takeoff.
note time and fuel 2242.
Clock is running. All right. You can give them a call. We're ready.
University Park, Westwind 66 Lima X-rays holding short of runway 6 at Alpha, ready for departure.
Westwind 66 Lima X-ray, fly runway heading, wind calm, runway 6, clear for takeoff.
Runway heading, clear for takeoff, runway 6, Westwind 6 Lima X-ray.
All right. Clear for takeoff.
Yeah, we're runway heading, climbing to 4,000. All right, line up, tower, we have clearance, threshold, check for landing aircraft.
I'm going to go down here and use all of the runway.
It's a 6,000 foot runway.
Yeah. We could, I'm going to use it all, though.
Okay. Taxi lights off,
Taxi lights are off.
landing lights,
Landing lights are on.
strobes,
Are on.
line up checklist complete, climb is next.
All right. And this is runway 6. Just going to get turned around. All right. Are you ready?
Ready when you are, sir.
All right. You can guard the throttles if you want.
I'm all right. I trust you.
All right. We're going to advance the takeoff power. Takeoff power is set.
Airspeed's alive.
Do have a bit of a cross
80 knots.
check. We'll continue.
V1. Rotate. V2. Author brake.
Gear up.
Gear in transit. Gear up, lights out.
All right. Good. We got a stable climb. 400 above. Flaps up.
Flaps coming up.
Flaps up and indicated.
66 Lima X-ray, New York Center, 125.32, enjoy the ride.
All right, over to departure for 6 Lima X-ray. Have a great evening. See you, Mike.
See ya.
New York Center, good evening. Westwind 66 Lima X-ray with you, climbing 3.3 for 4,000, runway heading out of University Park.
Westwind 6 Lima X-ray, New York Center radar contact. Turn left heading to 280 direct Phillipsburg VOR when able. Climb and maintain level 310.
280 on the heading direct Phillipsburg when able, and on up to 310 for Westwind 6 Lima X-ray.
Up to 310.
Correct.
All right. 280 on the heading. Going up to flight level 310.
All right, climb checklist. Gear up, lights out, flaps up, indicated.
Yep.
Yaw damper,
Is on.
autopilot now checked and engaged.
Checked and set. We're going to flight level 310. 250 knots below 10.
Altimeter,
Altimeter is the local setting.
fuel pumps,
Fuel pumps are on. We're coming up to 5,000. We can shut them off.
fuel pumps off.
Pumps are off. All right.
We can go direct Phillipsburg when able. So, what's our heading, 280?
It's going to put us direct to Phillipsburg.
Endeavor 5261, New York Center, proceed direct Yazoo. Plan on maintaining flight level 230.
Oh, I know why this isn't working for me.
American 1735, 5 miles
If
from
you use
Mark.
the one down here,
Turn left
it's
at
more accurate.
300.
Yeah, but I'm saying
Maintain
your
3000,
nav is
establish
GPS.
cleared ILS to slip
Oh.
approach.
Yes, because we are slave to the GPS. We're going to have to do like a 180 turn.
Yep.
West wind 6 Lima X-ray, leave my layer airspace to the west. Cleveland Center is closed, frequency change approved.
He does realize we're going to turn around and come back the other way.
New York Center, Westwind 6 Lima X-ray, you do realize we are going to turn around and be heading up to the Boston area.
Oh, stay with me.
You got it. We'll stay with you for 6 Lima X-ray.
I mean, do you want... This is one of those, do you want to turn to the left or to the right? Because it's basically a 180.
I guess we'll cross our path and make a left 180.
I mean, we could just let the GPS decide.
We could.
All right, let's let the GPS decide.
That looks like Johnstown Airport right there.
1359, New York Center Squawk 6623.
I am incorrect. That is 1 November 3.
1 November 3.
That's what it looks like. No, that is... There's a Phillipsburg view. No, that's Phillipsburg. No.
Nearest airport, I don't know.
7-9 November.
7-9 November.
Yeah. There should be another one either right here or right here.
Ridge Soaring, Unionville, Pennsylvania.
Yeah. Never heard of it.
Delta 1359, radar contact 54
Well, I
miles
guess we're turning to the right.
Sea Isle VOR. Welcome aboard.
Fine with me.
We're climbing above 10.
Alright,
Landing lights are off.
landing lights off, starter switches.
Put them to flight.
American 1735,
So it's one
wind
click to the
calm,
right.
runway 27 left, clear to land.
And these lights
Correct,
correspond to
clear
the,
land.
you know.
Okay. Alright, above flight level 180 is going to be standard altimeter.
Yep. Oh, and we can accelerate now. We're above 10.
New York Center, good evening. American 2506 with you, flight level 350.
It's nice having ATC all the way.
Yeah, it'll be a good flight.
American 2506, Cleveland Center, reset transponder squawk 6624.
I think it's going to be a shorter flight than I planned for.
6624, American 2506.
What's our total mileage?
295, I think it is, yeah.
Actually, yeah, 337 from our present position.
Why do I not have...
Where's the other
There it
iPad?
is. Right here.
Oh, let me grab that. Thank you, sir.
American 2506, radar contact 42 miles west of Harrisburg, cross Bunce at 8,000, Philadelphia, altimeter 2985. Bunce at 8,000, 2985 on the altimeter, American 2506.
All right, we'll be parking North Star Aviation.
Endeavor 5261, leave my airspace to the south.
Where's it?
Washington Center is closed, frequency change
North Star's
approved.
up here?
Yeah.
We're here.
Well, it points to this spot.
Alright. Yeah, transient ramp.
Yeah.
That's the northeastern transient ramp.
And Delta 1359, cross Hogs, flight level 180.
I think if the controller had actually realized our direction of flight, which
Delta
I get by the
1359,
waypoint, that's all he
cross
looked
Hogs,
at.
flight level 180.
He would have never made us actually fly back to it. He probably would have vectored us just on course.
To a radial on it.
Yeah.
American 2506, radar contact lost.
That's not good. But yeah, I can have either day mode, or this is night mode.
JetBlue
Yeah, that's
125, the
a-
mayor is based to the southwest. Washington Center is closed.
That's a pay app, right?
What's that?
You have to buy that.
JetBlue 125.
Yeah. This is Navigraph charts.
Is it?
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with it, but it looks quite capable.
It's a good app. Okay, there we go. That's right.
It's a shame you can't sync it up to the sim though,
You can.
so you can see your airplane moving
Yeah.
on it. Oh, really?
Yeah, if I use this at home, my little airplane, see that right there?
Uh huh.
That'll link and it'll show my plane.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. Not only that, but it also shows you like things like where the center's airspace ends right there.
Right.
That's also why he thought we were going to Cleveland, because it's literally right there.
Yeah, it's right on the corner of the airspace.
Yeah.
It's nice to have those boundaries too. I'm usually just guessing.
We're waiting for those contact meets.
Yeah. All right, we're above 180. I'm going to go altimeter standard 29 or 9 or 2.
2992 shot on mine.
Yep, I see the same. Go a bit faster.
I like that one a lot better.
Oh yeah.
Good evening, DVM November 251, Charlie Mike,
November 251, Charlie Mike, New York Center.
Sir, we are requesting our breakfast to Syracuse.
And 251, Charlie Mike, your clearance on request, stand by.
New York Center, good evening, American 720 is with you, flight level 270, we're 3 miles west of the Keating VOR.
American 720, New York Center, reset transponder, squawk 6652.
So I went to school, 40 miles away.
6652.
Oh yeah, Williamsport.
Yeah.
American 720.
For aviation mechanic.
Yep. My A and P technician license, but I didn't finish that. I taught about experience.
American 720, radar contact 25 miles northwest of the Keating VOR, welcome aboard.
Yeah, you have a lot of aviation experience. It's a shame you didn't use that. But you worked for Atlantic for a while as a mechanic, and
Yep.
in the Vatsim world, you were accomplished as an air traffic controller in New York. You fly all over the place.
November
And
5, November
we used to fly
251,
together
Charlie Mike,
back in the
clear
day in the
Syracuse,
90s.
radar vectors Helen, that is
We had
fine.
in the real world, we took
30,000.
flight lessons together,
Yeah.
and we would share time in the airplane. So
departure with me,
I'd be flying,
squawk
Adrian be in the back seat.
6653.
And one night we were out flying with our instructor, and Adrian had a friend visiting from France who had never been to the United States, and we thought, let's show him around.
Robert, that is Syracuse.
And we went flying that evening, decided to go do a tour of Philadelphia and Atlantic City, and on the way back, the engine quit on us.
That was a failure.
Yeah, and it was, so we had to make an emergency landing.
November 1, Charlie Mike, read back
Landed at Camden County Airport.
Expect runway 27
And the
for
cab ride on the way back. Failing too.
Yeah, it was quite the adventure all the way around.
And I had SATs the next morning.
Oh yeah, that's right. I mean, that's how young we were. We were still in high school when we were doing that stuff.
Yep. Southwest, Washington Center is closed. Frequency change approved. 126, see ya. New York Center, United 237 with you. Flight level 20.
Heavy with you, flight level 250.
People are talking over each other.
Lufthansa 419, New York Center squawk 6663.
6663, Lufthansa 419.
Man, just thinking about that night again. Remember the airplane Warrior 4479 or 2?
I've seen it fly on Vatsim before,
Oh really?
and it still flies in real life.
I think I might have flown it on Vatsim once.
New York
Flies
Center,
real
United
life,
419, or radar
All I had to do was
contact
mention
28
swap.
miles southwest of the Robbinsville VOR, welcome.
That was, you were the one who spotted the airport.
Yeah, thank God.
Yeah.
Man, that would have been rough having
You were
one
like,
sort.
you pulled on my shoulder harness, and I was like, nope, can't talk right now. And
I knew
then
what was going on.
you gave me a tug that made me turn around and look, and you were just like, right there. You
Yeah.
just pointed at it.
I saw blue lights. I'm like, right there. Blue lights, right there.
Yeah.
New York Center, United
I think that was the first
237
time I've ever
with you,
prayed
flight
in my
level
life.
200. United 237,
Yeah,
New
it
York
was,
Center.
it was
Sea Direct Lendy,
It was scary.
Cross Lendy, flight level 190 at 250 knots.
Just because it was nighttime, and that airport is a challenging airport with tall trees at both ends of the runway, and you know.
Sea Direct Lendy, past Lendy, 250 knots, and say how
We were only at 4,500 feet when it happened.
Lendy, flight level 190 at 250 knots.
I'm looking at cross
Lendy
restrictions
at
here.
flight level 190 at 250 knots, 39237.
Where's Nelly? Nelly, okay, so we got to cross 20 nautical miles northwest of the Nelly intersection, I'm sorry,
Okay.
at or below flight level 210.
So 10,000 lower than we're going to be cruising.
Yes.
We're approaching. Here comes flight level 290.
Okay.
So we have 2,000 to go.
It's 116H, and next is
Eric Center, good evening. Envoy 3386, climbing through 12,000.
Envoy 3386 in New York Center, climb and maintain flight level 180.
180.
Ooh,
what was that?
that new noise.
Maybe that's some noises. I told you I started getting back into painting airplanes again.
Yes, you did. You sent me that you're working on the 737.
Yep.
And remember, we were discussing how it's a shame like other people don't see your paint scheme when you're on the network.
Yeah, no.
I wonder, are there any default, like, are people seeing a west wind, or
No.
what? I'm probably showing up as a question mark.
CRJ, either a CRJ or an Airbus
United
A321.
237, contact New York approach 120.8.
Well, that would look weird.
Good night.
Depends on what your settings are, or what their settings are, I'm sorry.
Approach on
Uh-huh.
120.8, United 237.
But if you're a model that it definitely has, like the Gulfstream, it shows it as the Gulfstream.
If you have the Boston Virtual RTAC AI airplane,
Mm-hmm.
I believe that has a couple of GA planes in there. I don't remember which ones they have in there. But they do have some.
Yeah, well, we have to try flying when you're home, so you
Yeah.
can tell me what you see,
Yeah, that would be a bad idea.
or so I can change my model to be something like a Learjet, so people at least see a business jet, you know?
Yeah. Well, then you just put, an LJ-35 and LJ-45.
Yeah, I mean, I know what aircraft I am, but I can put it, so I don't look like a question mark. I don't want to be that guy.
Oh, no, it'll show up as one of their default, because they usually have a default that'll either be a CRJ or an Airbus.
Yeah, but an Airbus, like that's an airliner. That would be weird when I'm pulling up to GA ramps and stuff like that.
It's unfortunately, it's what it's whatever the other pilot has set.
I can't control it. I
Yeah,
see what
no.
you're saying. It's what.
Yeah.
Envoy 3386,
I see what you're
maintain
saying.
level 340.
340, Envoy 3386.
Next fix Maggie.
New York, November 251 Charlie Mike, we're on the...
See, I projected the ground speed to be 425. No, 420.
When the speed you file, that's a true airspeed, not your ground speed.
Oh, I'm filing it as a ground speed. I've always done that.
Approach filed as true airspeed.
I've always entered it as a ground speed,
Charlie Alpha,
like forever. I don't think I've ever not.
It's alright.
Nobody's ever said anything because then it matches what I'm showing is what I'm actually doing.
Yeah, I know.
But here in this case, because we're, eastbound, I didn't project it accurately. We're going faster
Yep.
because we have a tailwind.
Yep. You have a wind on here?
Yeah, 315 at 29.
Oh, over there. Yeah.
So it's
Envoy.
pretty much behind. It's a little bit from our rear left. It's kind of going this way.
Mm-hmm. We're headed northeastbound right now, about 070-ish heading.
Engines are good and stable. Everything's still looking good and in green.
Never got our cruise checklist. The fuel, I just checked it.
Yep.
Fuel pumps are off.
They are off.
Contact Boston Center
Altimeter standard.
134.7.
Still, was that for us?
No, I don't think so.
134.7, United.
If I hear something for us, I'll let you know.
3386, radar contact lost.
Alright, altimeter standard, yep. 299.2 on my side.
New York Center, you step away for
On my side as well?
1 minute standby.
New York Center stepping away. Engine instruments, we're going to be checking every 15 or so. Seatbelt sign, we don't have anybody on board. Current en route weather we just talked about.
Yep. We're going to be much too far. What's the ATIS frequency? Put it in the number 2 for Theodore Francis.
Assuming that they're using one ATIS frequency for both departure and arrival. Oh, it's the same one.
Hoping they're using runway 5. That would be
nice.
Convenient for us.
Right? That's the one thing that I'm upset about that this program does not do is doesn't give me weather.
Oh,
I can't pull up a
overlook.
VTOL or anything like that for the destination airports. That would be convenient. You can actually put up on yours.
Yeah.
You're on the website already, right? Yeah, scroll down. It's on the right side, right there.
Okay, yep. Current METAR is, let me see, 1922 Zulu.
Oh, that's 2251 Zulu on the 19th of the day.
Oh, is that? Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, so 2251 Zulu. Winds 290 at 5 knots, 10 statute miles. Overcast at 2,000. At 7,000. At 3,000. So I guess there's some layers. Altimeter is 2984. And that's really it.
Temperature dew point.
Oh yes.
New York Center is back.
Yes. Temperature is 7. Dew point
Welcome back.
3.
Yeah, we're booking it.
I never used this METAR before. I never look at that.
There you go. Now you know you can predict the winds. Now 290, typically that's going to be a runway 24 arrival or 25, 23.
Yeah.
23.
American 2506, are you back with me? American 2506, are you back?
Doesn't sound like it.
Delta 1359 cross Cameron 11000 knots. Kennedy altimeter 2986.
So I think I'm going 6.8. Next view, looking at
Any aircraft on frequency, do you copy?
What's two?
Hey.
1 Charlie Mike for ready to
Did he call us?
November 1 Charlie Mike, fly runway heading.
What's this?
Wind
1168.
310 at 4,
Huh?
runway
The
27
Hancock
for
VOR.
takeoff. Runway heading,
Hancock.
takeoff
Oh, where's Hancock?
251 Charlie.
It's the beginning of our arrival.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna put that in the stamp. Well,
What that is?
1168. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
American
110.
720 cross Mark, flight level
I have Norwich
180.
in here. Next one, 110.0.
Hold on. 110.0.
That's
Mark
Norwich.
180, American 720.
This is the Norwich. Yeah. Okay. Oh, so that's going to be at the beginning of our.
Yeah,
that's going to be before.
That's Hancock, and that's Norwich.
Oh, I see it. 34.
That's not the right
Delta
frequency.
1359 cross
There you
Cameron 11000 knots. Kennedy altimeter 2986.
Okay.
Crossing Carpet,
What? And is this standby something pre-tuned?
I'm not going to ask you to pre-tune
I'll
that.
put Providence in 1156.
American, correction, American 2506, are you back? Yeah, American 2506. Oh, roger, thank you.
168, so we're 29 miles from there.
TBM 6 Lima X-ray, contact Boston Center 134.7, good night.
134.7 for Boston Center for West Wind 6 Lima X-ray. Have a great evening.
All right, thank you. West wind, my apologies.
No worries.
My switch.
Boston Center, good evening. West Wind 6 Lima X-ray with you about 26 miles west of the Hancock VOR, flight level 310.
66 X-ray Boston Center, good evening.
Alright, Whippoor, the Whippoor intersection, which is down here somewhere.
Yeah. Let's see.
That's good. We'll be crossing that at 1000.
All right. 179 miles.
So Whippoor,
definitely lost some speed. You know, we
1000.
Big Air 4516, welcome to Manchester. Taxi to the gate via Juliet Hotel.
You're almost
Echo,
down to stall
cross
speed.
1935. Have a good
no,
night.
we're okay.
Like
Yeah, the red, right? Is stall speed? Orange?
No, stall speed's way slower. That's showing you just the difference at 250 knots.
So Lawrence
okay.
276, contact Boston approach 133.0. Have a good night.
Over to approach for Slayer 1776, and you have a good night as well, sir.
We come up over here,
Brenda
talking 20
7
miles.
Mike
Let's get
Lima,
this,
contact Boston approach 133.0. Good night.
decent in-range approach, half the briefing style cockpit, seatbelt signs, not needed. Altimeter, what's the, you say the altimeter was there?
Runway 1, clear to land.
The altimeter.
Clear to land, runway 01, from you there, 4888.
Oops, hold on 1 second. Sorry, I left that page. This is, wait, I am looking at TF Green. Yep, okay. METAR is, wind is
2251, Zulu
2905.
2905, altimeter.
2984.
I just want to have that down, so be down. Alright, so that's the altimeter. So nav instruments. Visual
Yeah,
sight.
you got them all tuned up.
Flight instruments.
Well,
Those unreadable. American 1251.
Go to my side.
Via
Go
the
to my side.
to arrival, runway 4 right. Boston altimeter 2985.
At or below 10,000, we go next.
Okay, descend via the J Fund to arrival. American 1251.
Right here somewhere.
American 1281,
What's that?
runway 4 right.
We're right there somewhere.
right on the edge
I'll
of
come
it.
up over the Hancock.
Yeah, 11 miles out.
Yeah. We should be down to 290. Back to cross.
Just ask him if he wants us to descend via the approach.
I think he's about to tell us. Can't remember that for a source.
It's pretty far away.
Boston Center, Westwind 16 X-ray. Do you want us to descend via the Ripper 2, Crusher Ripper 3 arrival?
It's not a descent via or a star, so I'll give you instructions along the way.
What did he say?
He'll give us instructions along the way.
Roger, 16 X-ray.
It's not a descent via
Boston Center,
arrival.
TBM November 251, Charlie Mike, with you,
Yeah, but it says
direct me
expect to
along
cross.
6000.
TVO 251, Charlie Mike, Boston Center, good evening. Climate maintain 16,000, Albany altimeter 2989.
Arrival route description.
On 6000, 2999 max, 251, Charlie Mike.
Hancock transition.
89.
To Whipple
2989,
3.
thank you.
From Whipple on track 142 degrees on the Norwich VOR DME, and then track 129 to Saugai. Saugi. I don't know how to say that. I never know how to pronounce these
Saugi.
waypoints. It's like a guess.
Yeah.
Landing, we're going to expect runway 34.
34,
Right?
23.
Don't you think? 23?
Wind's 290.
Okay, you're right. I'm sorry. We're going to expect 23. So from Saugi on track 055
November, Mike,
to
Alpha,
Warwick.
cross 2016.
Warwick. Oh,
Tango November,
Warwick.
Mike Alpha, cross 16.
Then track
Yeah, you can do
049 degrees to CB. Then track 047 degrees to No Shoe. Then on track 047 again, expect radar vectors to final approach course.
Alright, yeah, here your arrival stops at Lafay, which is the wrong way. You want to go from Saugi, then
we
we're going to
gotta
make a
take
left
that-
to Warwick.
Right. Well, so that's not programmed in.
Bacadino Bravo, from you there,
There's only
4888.
2 ways to do it. We can manually enter them each,
Welcome to Albany, taxi to the gate
time,
via Alpha, cross
or I have to
runway
exit out of
10.
this and go to SimBrief.
Continue taxi via
And put the waypoints in.
Runway 10. Come here there, 4888, thank you.
I mean, it's basically just one direction. We can just fly on the headings 055, 049, 047, 055 for 10 miles, 049 for 11 miles. I mean, it's pretty easy.
Yeah.
You can make do without
27 cross
actually entering the waypoints.
Maintain 12,250 knots. The Kennedy altimeter 2986.
You're talking
Crest Cow, return it.
25 miles on one heading, basically.
2986, Giant 27 Heavy.
I keep clearing the lines out, and they keep coming back. Oh, there we go. We have traffic down there. No factor at all.
Nope. He's way out there. 10 miles or so.
More than 10 miles, because if he was within 10 miles, I would see his data tag.
Okay.
November 66 Lima X-ray, descent of 18, level 290.
Out of 310 for 290 for Westwind 6 Lima X-ray.
I see 290, and we are descending.
Do you have a com too? Yeah.
Yep.
Alright, so make sure you do.
And you can see right down here, this hit both,
Okay.
and we can monitor both frequencies at the same time.
Gotcha.
Triple 12
So like if you want to listen to an ATIS while staying on frequency,
left heading 160, wind 3605, running 23, clear for takeoff.
actually, do you have the ATIS for, that's okay. Do you have the ATIS for,
That's it. It's in there.
oh, 24.2?
According to this.
Yeah, well, we're probably still too far away. We crossed that VOR, so I'm going to switch this.
Yeah, switch to Norwich.
Yep.
And then-
110.0.
Correct, that's Norwich. And then, what'd you say, Providence? 11156?
Yep.
140 from Providence. And, while we're waiting,
Yeah. You alright?
died over here. The course is not changing here, but it's changing here.
Oh, so, yeah, you have to use this. What's the course supposed to be?
227.
227?
Correct.
227. You would have had to use this knob right here.
I was changing,
You were changing our heading.
Dilly.
But it's okay, we're not on heading mode,
I
so.
don't know.
Boston Center, American 1251, vacating flight 0370 via the J-Punch to arrival.
Roger, thank you.
Triple 1287, climate 3600, 12,000.
Triple 1287, radar contact, climb and maintain 10,000, clear direct jump.
Level at 290.
Climb maintain 10,000, direct jumper, 1287.
Yeah, see that went away? It was just in the descent a little bit because we're just right on the, fluttering on the edge of the overspeed warning. So I have the horn inhibited because it's god-awful to listen to. And the way I inhibited the horn was I took the sound file out of the airplane because it drove me crazy.
That's funny.
We're on our way to Pawnee. Coney.
That's going to be a right turn, direct. Oh. The fix is 20 miles. Pony, yeah, direct Nelly. Oh, I see, wait. That's in between each fix, yeah.
Yeah,
But there's 48 miles between Pony and Nelly.
you got it.
You're supposed to cross the
This,
20...
shockingly, there is tons of information in this,
Oh, I know. I have to fly the G1000 to use the default GPS.
yeah. I can't imagine, though, trying to pull up frequencies using this while navigating. I mean, it's
Oh,
just,
no, that's too much.
yeah.
But that has frequencies in it?
Oh, yeah.
For what?
Everything. Every VOR, every ILS, all the airports. Yeah. Like, I'm trying to think of how to get there right now.
Processes.
No, it's,
That's for the
Jumbo 1287, climb and maintain, level 230.
Climb maintain
Well,
230.
like, nearest is one of the ways you get to a lot of information. You know, and you can cycle between the pages. Nearest intersection gives you nearest NDB and their frequencies. Nearest VOR,
Boston Center, France 417.
distances, frequencies.
Oh, wow, yeah, that's
Boston, sir, we'd like to start our top.
Nearest airspace.
Be cool if it gave you the
Defense
rescue.
417, sure, descend via
What's
the
that?
Ocean 5 arrival, runway 4 right, Boston on 202, 985.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, that's the airport, Nebraska Airport.
Confirm, we'll descend the Ocean 5, and we'll expect 4 right, Air France 417.
Westwind 6 Lima X-ray, cross wiper at and maintain 1000 in Providence on 202, 985.
Wiper at 11,000, 2985 on the meter for Westwind 6 Lima X-ray.
11,000 in.
Where'd you say that radio button for both was?
It is this one right there.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So there, see right here, there's also a little light in case you need to.
That creates shadows as well.
Yeah, well, that's why it's not on very often.
Giant 27, contact New York approach 120.8, have a good night. New York approach 120.8, Giant 27, have a good night.
And of course, I always have a flashlight, you know, in the cockpit. Put that, just like right here. Well, back where I always keep it. We're not picking up the ATIS? That's weird. We should, I mean, we're 107 miles. Is that too far? I don't know.
No, we should be able to pick it up right now. Especially at our
Westwind
altitude.
6 Lima X-ray, expect the ILS runway 5 approach at Providence.
Oh, expect ILS runway 5.
Alright, we'll expect the ILS runway 5 for Westwind 6 Lima X-ray. Guess the push must not be on. That's probably why we're not picking up the ATIS.
Oh, maybe signed off since we've been flying. We've been flying for 41 minutes.
Well, then that might explain that.
ILS runway 5.
I have it. Same frequency, just the course is the opposite direction. So 053, I believe it was. Whoa.
That's alright. Actually, do need to throttle back.
Alright, you gonna pull the chart up for me, or are you gonna not pull the chart up for me?
What do you mean?
I'm waiting for this thing to pull my chart up.
Oh.
Delta 5978, climbing
047 is the heading.
Delta 5978, Boston Center, good evening, climb and maintain, level 340.
Climb maintain 340
047.
for Delta 5978.
047-1093. Alright, since we are descending, I'm going to go through the descent in range checklist. At or below 10,000, turn the landing lights on. Starter switch to continuous. Logo lights.
Both sides. One for each engine. You just did the left side. There you
Gotcha, I
go.
didn't realize that.
So, and then you see the little green lights.
Okay, yeah.
Tell you they're on.
I didn't see this one. The gear handle was in the way.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there's one for each engine.
I didn't realize that. Logo lights.
As required.
As required. Marker beacon, I have it on.
You do.
ATIS, we can't get. Primary nav aids, we have set.
Yep.
Glide slope, altitude crossing restrictions.
So glide slope crossing altitude is going to be 2,100. Minimums are going to be 200 above ground. That's pretty much it. The missed approach is a climb to 800, then a climbing left turn to 2,500 on a heading of 270, and on the Providence VOR DME radial 321 to Frosty intersection.
Frosty, yeah.
Frosty. Norwich, 23.5 DME and hold. Hopefully we do not need to use that.
Hopefully. Alright, minimum decision height we discussed, 200 feet above. Missed approach we talked about. There's going to be a climbing left turn to 270.
Climb and maintain, level 360.
Final approach chart, we're looking at it now.
360, triple cooling zone.
Our minimum safe altitude around the Providence VOR is 2,600. Within a 20 BME.
That says 20. This one says 25. Look, same thing. 2,600. Put 25 nautical mile.
I'm looking at, well, this city here just says 26, doesn't give you
Wow.
an actual distance. But out here it says DMing 20.
Yeah. I was just showing you what this chart says. MSA PVD 25 nautical mile, 2,600 feet.
These are air nav charts, right?
Yep.
These are Jefferson.
Yeah, that's probably, I mean, you know, just showing you
I know.
what I'm observing.
Right, we're in a left turn. Where are we going here? We're turning to Nelly now. Okay.
We're below 200.
Again?
We're below flight level 200. I was just announcing what we were passing.
Right, the sun checklist is complete. Next is before landing.
American 1251, contact Boston approach 133.0. Have a good night.
33 out there, American
Alright, so
1251.
he said we can select, whoops. Oh, hold on, what happened? What did I just do? Alright, select approach, ILS runway 5, and Lafay, is that in there?
Hang on, that's weird.
Yeah, this is
Yeah,
probably,
yeah, Lafay.
is that past the turn? Yeah.
That's actually our flight plan, so it's going to be directly from that. Just click on Lafay.
Alright.
Perfect. Let me get rid of. I don't know why I'm still looking at runway 23 here.
Alright, well, that is loaded up.
Perfect. We get approaches, ILS runway 5. Final. Pull the chart up. Pull the chart up.
We're below 18. What was the altimeter?
2985.
251 Charlie Mike, Syracuse, altimeter 29901. Expect the ILS runway 28 approach.
2991, ILS 28, 251 Charlie.
What are we're direct Nelly right now? How far?
Yes.
9 miles.
Yep.
And Whipper is another 30. 28 miles, so we're circling up to 16,000. You can actually slow the slow it down a little bit.
Yeah, I was keeping our speed up.
I know.
We're not like in a line or anything. We're out here by ourselves. I don't know if the airport's busy or not. Seems like, I guess he logged off. That's a shame.
Always find out.
You can't chase air traffic control. I remember I used to do that. You chase air traffic control. As soon as you get there, they log off.
All right.
So I just make the flight I want to make, and if I have ATC along the way, that's great.
Here's a good way to check.
Which frequency is that?
Hour.
Oh.
Boston Center, good evening. Delta 8837, level 6000, direct Providence. Delta 8837, Heavy Boston Center, Roger, Providence, Delta Center 2985, expect the ILS 934 approach.
So somebody else is getting the
Delta 8837.
Again?
Delta 88, whatever his number is getting 3-4. And we're coming in runway 5. So it's like crisscrossing. Right?
Yeah, but
He's coming in 3-4, we're coming in
how big?
5. 6,000.
6,000? Yeah, you got enough room there. Okay.
Runway 5 is 8,700 feet by
I must
150.
use all of it.
I mean, we kind of have to because the
FBO's up there.
FBO is all the way up at the end, so we might as well land kind of long and take it pretty much down to the end.
Mm-hmm. And no reversers landing?
Yeah, I'm gonna milk it. Theater Francis Green. I used to go here all the time. Haven't been there in years now.
You know what's interesting? Oh no, it is on there, okay. I wasn't sure. Lafayette is the intersection that it comes off of for the arrival.
Right.
Heading 180 to
Let's
maintain
fix.
3,000 vectors ILS
Let's go straight to it.
Left 180, 3,000 vectors for the ILS.
Please just descend to 2,100, cross Lafayette, about 2,100, clear for the approach.
Over 251, Charlie Mike, descend and maintain 11000. 11000, 251, Charlie Mike.
2,000 above.
Check.
What's your altimeter show on yours?
Same.
Where is it?
Which?
She's saying 30 something.
Oh yeah, because it's a QNH.
No, even when you had it on standard, it was saying 2992.
It's 3049 is what I'm seeing on my side. What are you seeing?
Oh, buddy. There we go. Now you have the right altimeter. Unless maybe your weather's stuck on 3049.
So, I don't know what that issue was. I don't know why it was that. But I mean, again, we're still far enough out that it might just be because we're not close enough. We're reading the airport's altimeter, but the airplane is not. We're not close enough to the airport, so it's reading whatever.
Yeah, local altimeter.
Yeah,
Clears,
whatever it is where we are right
That'd
now.
be a huge deviation from 3040 to 2985.
Yeah, that would be a big. That's a couple hundred feet.
A couple hundred feet, and a huge weather system would be sitting right over us right about now.
We are going to slow it down. We are level at 11,000.
What are you, Providence and 1156?
with you at 320.
You got the ILS 1093?
Yeah, I have it loaded up. I just want to pull it up real quick and see how far I'm.
It's in the number 2.
I know. Oh, okay, I see it down.
Yeah, no, look, so I'm gonna put
I have the
109.
altimeter in this.
Just hit the button and make that number 2. There you go. That's what you wanted to see.
Gotcha. 1093 is the frequency, correct?
1093, yep. And 047 on the approach course. And we'll review the missed approach one more time just for clarity. The missed approach is a climb to 800, climbing left turn to 2,500 on a heading of 270 on the Providence VOR, DME radial 321 to Fosty intersection, Norwich VOR's 23.5 DME and hold. That's a complicated missed approach.
Not really. It's actually fairly simple. So you're...
No, I know it is, but it's like to remember. It's a lot to remember.
And here you would do it actually teardrop entry because you're coming in from there. You would fly 45 degrees from 57.
Yep.
So you would fly almost a 270 heading. And then for 1 minute, turn around and join the 057 again.
X-ray to right heading 170, descend and maintain 3,000 vectors, ILS 185 approach.
170 on the heading and down to 3,000 for Westwind 6 Lima X-ray. Vectors for the approach.
Delta 837.
170 I see, down to 3,000.
2,000,
Oh,
Delta
bring our speed back to
837.
250. And landing lights are on?
You need the light?
Landing lights.
No, they're not on. You can put them on. See them?
Nope.
American 1548 radar contact.
To the left of the strobe lights.
Descend and maintain flow 310.
Yep, there you go.
Landing lights are
And then
on.
we have a verification up here.
Gotcha. Alright, before landing, checklist fuel pumps.
Turn them on.
Landing lights turned on.
They are on.
Altimeter current setting.
We have the current setting.
Armed spoilers.
This aircraft is not equipped with that. That's okay. Yeah.
Flaps is required. Done the approach briefing.
Delta 8837
Missed approach
heavy to right
briefing.
heading 270. Right 270, Delta 8837 heavy.
He's swinging us out, so
It's gonna be a, yeah. It's gonna be a vector approach. I don't know why I did that. Maybe you'd get a long line of traffic to stick in front of us. Hopefully that's the case.
Yeah.
Number 251 Charlie Mike, descend and maintain 4,000.
The only other aircraft I heard going into Providence is this
4,000,
Delta,
251 Charlie Mike.
who got assigned to runway 23. And I haven't heard him since. But if he's probably coming from the other direction.
American 1548, clear direct Providence VOR, Papa Victor Delta, and then direct Boston Airport.
American 1548, Boston Connecticut, copy.
Oh yeah, he is putting his way out of the way.
American 1548, clear direct to the Providence VOR, Papa Victor Delta, and then direct Boston Airport.
He gets tired now online since we haven't heard him.
Clear to the Popper Victor Delta VOR, and then direct to Boston, American 1548.
It almost looks like a heliport.
Delta
It looks like there's a ton of planes
6 miles
there.
from Bevins, turn right heading 310.
Nah, it's the buildings.
Until established on a localizer, cleared ILS 934 approach. 310, 2000 till established, cleared ILS 34,
That's kind of
Delta 88,
confusing now.
37 heavy.
I'd like him to give us a turn.
Westwood 6 Lima X-ray, turn left heading 140, descend and maintain 2,100.
2100 and 140 on the heading for Westwind 6 Lima X-ray.
140 on the heading, down to 2,100.
November 251, Charlie Lima,
30
turn right
nautical
heading
miles out.
010, vector
I'm going to turn the GPS off and see if we can... We're not even picking up the ILS yet.
No, not yet. What's your nav setup?
I think that's the Delta.
Where's your nav button to tell you which navigation you're using?
Right here. Here's the button.
Turn left heading 070.
0706 Lima X-ray.
So this is the nav button, and then it tells you GPS
Gotcha, okay.
or nav.
Gotcha.
So if it's on, GPS nav.
I got you now. Okay.
So,
American 1548.
We're not picking up the ILS yet.
I'm sorry,
no.
Boston
Well, sir,
Connecticut,
yes, we are on the correct
1548.
frequency.
I don't
Yeah.
have that waypoint. Can you give me Eddie? I'll just track it from there.
That's got to be that Delta in front of us right there.
American 1548, fly heading 0, let's see here, 060.
I wonder what road this is right here.
1548.
that might be 95. That might be 95. I don't know. Either that is or that is. I
Yeah.
don't.
I think that might be.
Westwood 6 X-ray, 20 miles from Cutsy, maintain 2,100 until established on a localizer, cleared ILS running 5 approach.
2100 till established, cleared ILS runway 5 for Westwind 6 Lima X-ray.
All right. Well, looks like the localizer is alive,
It is.
but the glide slope is
Delta
not.
8837 heavy, wind 3605, running 34, cleared to land. And 34 cleared to land, Delta 8837 heavy.
20 miles. He gave us the clearance 20 miles out from the outer marker.
Yeah, I don't know what that's about.
Hi, sir, 630, leaving my airspace. Moncton Center's closed, radar service terminated, frequency change approved, have a good night.
He was just getting it out of the way, I guess.
Yep. I mean, I've done things like that, but not 20 miles away.
22 miles, really.
630.
That's from the airport.
Yeah.
He's 20 miles from the marker.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, they have to give
I mean,
you the
like-
outer marker. That's what they call. They have right here. That's what they call an approach gate,
Right.
and you have to enter the approach gate at a certain angle within the initial fix versus the final approach fix.
Mm-hmm.
In between there, you can enter it at 30
419,
degrees.
also
Anything
leaving my airspace. Moncton Center's closed, radar service terminated, frequency change approved,
the
have a
closer
good night.
you are, the less of a degree you got to use to the approach gate.
Solution Unicom 122.8. Good night. Thank you for the service. Hi, sir. 630. Switching off. Bye.
That was a lot.
Right. We're going a little fast for.
Yeah, I mean, we're so far away, I might as well keep the speed up till
Strange with Air American 1548, descend and maintain 12230.
the glide slope is alive.
Maintain 230, American 1548.
don't know where that Delta airplane is. He must be ahead of us.
He's landing 3-4. He's coming from way over there.
2-3. He's landing 2-3.
That's the opposite direction.
No, it's not.
That's 5.
No, 5 is like this way, and 2. It's like a crisscross type.
This is runway 5 right here, going this way. That's runway 23.
No. Maybe I said something wrong. No, 3-4. I said
That's
something
what I thought,
wrong.
yeah.
3-4.
Yeah.
He's coming in 3-4. We're
Yeah.
coming in 5.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. You're right. I didn't. My mental compass was turned off.
Okay.
Should be intercepting.
Yep, we're intercept the localizer at this time.
And it
14.
has captured.
Landing gear, check. Correction landing checklist. Landing gear.
We're going to wait a little because we're still fast, and I'm going to slow us down.
Our yaw damper.
We're going to leave that on until we're closer. Just hold off on that. We're still too far out.
10 miles. We're about to be 10 miles out.
That's all right.
JetBlue 1287, leaving Myers Space, Washington. Center is closed. Radar service terminated. Frequency change approved. Have a good flight.
Frequency change above JetBlue 1287.
115.6, and then north, which is 110.0.
November 251, Charlie Mike, instead of maintain 3000.
3000, development Charlie.
November 66, Lima X-ray, wind 3605, runway 5, clear to land.
Copy to wind, clear to land, runway 5 for Westwind 60 Max.
All right, speed checks 10 degrees.
10 in transit, 10
Delta
down.
8837, heavy welcome, Providence, straight into the gate, have a good night. Straight into the gate, have a good night.
somebody's landed there.
He's already down. Yep.
The other guy just landed though.
Yep.
He's going to the gates. Airport in sight.
Airport's in sight.
November 251, Charlie Mike, turn left heading 310, join the localizer.
All right, glide slope's captured.
Left 310 to join local
And we're descending.
All right, speed checks 20 degrees. And we can go gear down.
20 degrees indicated. You're in transit. Master caution. Disregard that.
No, yeah,
Gear down
it
3 green.
flashes when the gear's in transit.
I gotcha.
What is that problem?
Do you have Siri here?
I do. Well,
Is it
that's
activated?
yeah.
November 251, Charlie Mike, 3 miles from Stoda, maintain 3000 until established on the localizer. Cleared ILS, runway 28 approach.
Sometimes
Whichever one
I just leave and come back in.
We're clear ILS approach, we 28 to
That stinks. I don't know what that's about. I'm not worried about it. I still see the end of the runway.
Yep.
All right.
160.
Autopilot's done. Flight director's off.
No damper off.
All the throttles are off. Yaw damp's off. My airplane. What the heck is that? Scenery glitch.
Oh, you know what that is?
The beacon?
Yep. The rotating beacon that's glitching.
That is really bad. That is like unbelievably bad.
Really? And they had to stop right there?
I don't know that that's the beacon.
Yeah, I'm starting to think otherwise as well. I'm not sure what this is.
It looks like an airplane part.
It looks like an airplane tire.
Yeah, that's what I was seeing. In a flap or something.
You know what? I got a funny feeling we're watching somebody do a replay.
Air France 417, contact Boston approach
No way.
133.0. Have a good night.
I've never, ever seen that before.
Zero for Air France 417.
I'm a little high, well, that's on purpose because we're going to go long.
Good night.
Inner marker, no country middle marker. Inner.
Well, I hope.
Delta 5978, cross Hancock, Hotel November Kilo at and maintain level 280.
Land long, land long.
Yep.
We'll cross Hotel November Kilo
Float.
at flight level 280 for Delta.
There's touchdown.
Spoilers are out.
November 251, Charlie Mike, wind 3103, runway 28, clear to land.
Clear in 282.
Crossing the runway 34 this time.
Yep. 80 knots.
You don't have much runway left.
We're okay. 50 knots. Reverser stowed. I'm going all the way to the very end, to Alpha.
Yep.
Westwood 6 X-ray, welcome to Providence, left on Alpha and straight into ramp. Have a good night.
Alright, left on Alpha, straight into the ramp for Westwind 6 Lima X-ray. Thanks for the service this evening. Have a great night.
American 1548, turn left heading 050.
Turn that 050, American 1548.
Yeah, we're going to monitor its frequency.
Yep.
Landing lights off, strobes off, taxi lights on.
Kill the fuel pumps. We didn't go full flaps.
Flaps, no we didn't, we only went 20. Flaps are coming up. Alright, after landing, check the spoilers, retract, flaps retract, landing lights off, strobes off, marker beacon is off. Fuel pumps, you
Off.
got them.
Yep.
De-ice, pitot heat,
Off.
APU.
Bring the APU
Oops.
up. And we'll stop the clock. 1 hour, 6 minutes is what I have.
I gotta turn this on first and then hit the on.
To turn it off, you turn it down, and then the one to the left on off.
Alright, APU started.
Yep. APU's up and running.
Alright, shut down next.
American 1548,
Parking
descend to
area.
maintain 1000.
Get off his frequency.
Alright.
And that thing's not there anymore.
Yeah, I don't know what the heck that was.
I got a funny feeling that it might be the Delta over there.
You think he caused that?
Yeah, it probably glitch or something. Here we go. We'll park up over here, some on the right.
Yep, that's where I'm going right now. Alright, well, that was enjoyable. Glad
Yes, it
we had
was.
ATC all the way. Thank you very much for the help.
That was fun.
Alright,
Always nice having ATC.
and thanks for coming along. Hope you like and subscribe. And until next time, happy landings. Alright, parking brake is set. Fuel cutoff, 1 and 2. Beacons off.